So we are with the lovely Vivian Reed this morning at Feinstein's 54 Below. Vivian, what makes you bring your show to Feinstein's?
Well, a producer by the name of Daniel Nardicchio came up to me about a year and a half ago and he says, Vivian, Lena Horne's centennial is going to be coming up in 2017 and I think you should put a show together for her. So that's how it started. And I wanted to do this only because years ago when I was about 19 and being managed by the then owners of the Apollo Theater, Mr. Bob Shipman and Honey Coles, her uncle was the accountant at the Apollo Theater, and one day I went over to the Apollo and in the offices with this huge trunk, and I said to Bobby, I said, what's that? He said, open it up and find out. And inside were these beautiful evening gowns. I said, what on earth? Where did that come from? Bobby had asked Mr. Horne, her uncle, to ask Lena if she had any gowns that she wasn't wearing anymore and would she consider giving them to this budding young artist. And she said over that truck. So it was my pleasure to put together a show celebrating this woman. I got a chance to meet her when she was on Broadway in The Lady and Her Music and reminded her that I was a young lady that she had sent the gowns to. As far as 54 Below is concerned, I thought that this club was perfect because of the elegance of the club. It's not crazy elegant where you feel stuffy, but it's just beautiful, the atmosphere, and that's what Lena was. She was an elegant yet earthy woman. So I'm glad to be here.
If you had to pick your favorite Lena song or styling, what would it be?
Oh, I guess I would probably go with Stormy Weather. I would go with Stormy Weather because it was her signature song and also I enjoy singing it. But there are a couple others like The Lady is a Tramp, and there's one that you might not know called A Lady Must Live. I enjoy doing that, and so yeah, maybe those three. Yes.
They say that eyes are the windows of the soul, but I believe that songs are. If you had to choose a song or a song cycle that describes who Vivian Reed is, what would that be?
I'm more into the very strong message songs. And Lena didn't sing this song, but it is a song that I consider my testimony for my life and my career. It would be God Bless the Child. And that's the song that I did on Broadway in Bubbling Brown Sugar. But more than that, because I was young when I did that show, it really has become my testimony down through the years because I believe that in this business or in any business, that you can't always depend on someone giving you something and you just kind of sit back thinking it's going to descend on you because it doesn't work that way. I think where there's the commitment to what you're all about and to what your career is about, you go out there and you work hard and try to get it. And it's much more meaningful when you do that.
What haven't you accomplished in your life?
I would like to do, I've done a couple of films, but I would like to get more into film and maybe television. At the time, when I was on Broadway and out there a lot, they didn't exactly accept actresses from theater on television and vice versa.
Oh, absolutely. There was
do you
there
remember
was
that?
a divide.
There was a divide.
There was a divide in
And
TV,
absolutely.
TV, film, and theater.
You are absolutely right. And so, but I think that has changed so much.
Immensely.
And I would love to be given that opportunity again. And definitely I would not say no. I would just jump right in there. So that's what I would like to do. That's been missing in my
What is
career.
your philosophy on life?
To not take anything for granted and to work hard. And if there's something that you believe in, stick to your guns.
Now, you had people like Diane Carroll
Yes.
and Lena Horne
Yes.
pave the way for African-American
Yes.
actresses. Do you feel that you've paved the way for other actresses?
Thank you. That's a wonderful question. I have had not several, though a lot, of young people, both black and white I might add, but in particular we're talking about African Americans, come up to me and say how after they watched me in Bubbling Brown Sugar or some musical or even in a nightclub back, how I changed their life and how they wanted to really pursue even more vigorously a career in show business. And most of the times I will say, well, what was it that you saw? And they will say your dedication and your commitment on stage when you're singing and how you just go somewhere. And I do. When I sing, it's it's more than just a voice and words. And this is what I tell my students. You don't have to be a great singer to be a great performer.
Sure, Lauren Bacall's a prime example.
Yeah, you don't. You have to have this. You have to have an ear and be able to stay on pitch. The thing that endears an audience to a performer is that connection. Do you know what you're singing about? Do you know what the song means? When I throw that at my students, I said, okay, tell me the gist of what you're singing. And they will start to say, if they haven't done that with me before, well, the lyrics of the, I said, oh, I didn't ask you about the lyrics. I asked you the gist of the song. What does it mean to you? And they can't answer. I said, then you don't know the meaning of the song. You don't know what you're singing.
They're not connected.
They're not connected. If you can't tell me in 2 sentences the general meaning of that song and what it means to you, then you're cheating your audience.
And when are you playing at Feinstein's 54 Below?
When? Oh, the next one is December 7th. That's at 9:30. And these are all 7s. Can you believe it? February the 7th at 7 p.m. and March 7th at 7 p.m.
There's a numerology thing going on.
I'm telling you.
We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much.